If you're new to the gym, you probably notice a wide variety of characters in the gym you go to, and they always seem to have certain traits about them. Today I'll be going over the main ones that you'll see inside of the gym. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment on your experiences with these types of people in your commercial gym, and let's get on with the video. So starting off strong, we have the Instagram thought. Every gym has a lot of these regardless of your fitness levels, and you'll know exactly which chick these are. You'll always see these chicks doing leg workouts, and by leg workouts I mean they'll only do squats, hip thrusts, abductors, and glute kickbacks. You'll never see these chicks doing calves, hamstrings, or leg extensions, and you'll also notice they're always in super tight gym clothing with a full face of makeup, trying to make the gym cute and taking selfies. These are the girls that making the stupid grow with me TikTok videos, showing you how to work out even though they don't have any credentials or know what they're doing themselves. Don't bother this chick because she's an undercover narcissist. She's not gonna follow you back on social media, and she has a boyfriend even though she never posts him. She might even have 2 or 3 boyfriends, you never know with her. Next, we probably have the most annoying person out of the group, the high school kids. These kids are always flooding the gym, specifically at 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in big groups, and their entire workout is just... You're gonna see the 4 horsemen of lifting from the high school kids: ego lifts, bad form, PR sets only, and probably the thing that makes everyone else in the gym cringe: being underweight and scrawny, posing shirtless in the mirror, having abs, and being cut at 150 pounds and less is not a flex. The kids will be talking about cutting weight. I get it, you're young and your brain doesn't work, but come on. The kids also have a habit of working out for a couple of months and then thinking they need to get on gear or that they reached their genetic peak, which is just plain out stupid. These kids are also obsessed with Ronnie Coleman, Tom Platz, or the Trend Twins. On the opposite end, we have the meathead, and the name speaks for itself. These dudes are obviously on roids, and you can tell because they have all the roid side effects only to look decent at best. Almost always angry, sweaty, red, and their workout split is arms, chest, and back because who the hell needs to do legs, abs, and cardio? This guy has bad form, bad diet, ego lifts on everything, and thinks he's better than everyone else. Maybe if he dropped his ego and learned more about gear, he wouldn't be single in his 40s and more people would actually enjoy his company and his physique would actually look good. Speaking of roids, we have the fake natural, and these dudes are also on roids, but the difference is they aren't honest about it, even though it's incredibly obvious. These dudes are the vegans of fitness and have to always remind you that they're natural, even though nobody has, and their lifting history tends to never make sense. These dudes will be benching 135 one month and then 315 the next and tell you that they don't know what they did differently to gain that much strength in a short amount of time. These dudes are as vain as the Instagram thoughts, and you'll see that when you see their social media, and every single post is a post of them in the gym shirtless, flexing at the gym, reminding people that they're natural. Changing pace here, we're going to be starting with Mr. Sauna and Jacuzzi. This dude you wouldn't know exists unless you regularly use a sauna or jacuzzi, and no matter what time you go in here, you'll always see this dude here. Why? Who knows? He really has no rhyme or reason for it, but he'll always be here regardless. These guys will always be overweight, hairy, and wet. On the incredibly rare chance you do see him in the weight room, he'll just walk around, look at chicks, and then go back to the jacuzzi. He's also the reason why women don't use a sauna and jacuzzi. Now, I can't say this next one for women because obviously I can't go in the women's locker room. But if you're a man, if you used the gym bathroom before, we've all seen this dude, and that's the nudist. This guy's always old, barely clinging onto life, walking around with all his clothes off and his little corn nuts out, trying to make conversation with you. He'll be full on, legs wide open. But the irony of this guy is that if you actually do talk to him, it's actually never weird convo, and he never does anything weird. He's just really comfortable with himself, I guess. Who really knows with this guy? Lastly, for this section, we have the gym creep. There isn't really a look to the gym creep, but it's more so little tendencies everyone notices that he does that makes him creepy. He's always hovering around women at the gym, just existing in their space without actually working out or doing anything relevant, or he'll just pace around aimlessly until a woman shows up, which puts a lot of people off and makes people not want to be around him. If a chick is squatting or in tight clothes, you'll see this guy watching. He'll sometimes try to pull the "do you need a spot" card on a woman and always gets rejected because they already know what he's trying to do. It really makes you wonder sometimes, why doesn't he buy a Cornhub premium membership instead of a gym membership? Because this dude never works out and that'll serve him better. These last three are the three that normally changes the perspective on what lifting is, and these are generally the three types of people that make people decide to actually start lifting seriously. We'll start with the most common of the three, being the powerlifter. These dudes might not be aesthetically the best looking, but what they lack in looks they make up in sheer power. The powerlifters are almost always number-wise the strongest in the gym, and they tend to be the most friendly as well. You need advice, they got you. You need a spot, they got you. What they don't have is a sense of time though, because they'll take forever on what you need, taking forever to get geared up to do one rep and then taking forever again in between sets to recover. The next one though, men and women either love her or hate her with no in between, and it's the wellness bodybuilder. This is what a chick who actually lifts heavy ass weight looks like, despite the misconceptions of looking like a man if you lift heavy as a woman. Almost always the wellness bodybuilder is the reason men and women both start loving muscles on a woman, and she's a young boy's wet dream. It's always super interesting to see how people react when they see a woman with muscles. She actually knows what she's doing in the gym, and unlike the IG thought, you'd be surprised how many women actually exist. You just wouldn't know it, because also, unlike the IG thought, when she shows up at the gym, she purposely dresses down so she doesn't get the attention. Normally she'll have a pump cover on, sweats, her headphones in, no makeup, but when she takes the pump cover off, the room stops. Contrary to how unapproachable she probably looks because of how focused she is, 9 times out of 10, she's super nice and easy to talk to. She doesn't mind helping others out. And our last archetype, you would be incredibly lucky to see them at your gym, but if you do, congrats. It's like finding a wild Mew from Pokemon in the wild. That would be the IFBB Pro or Mr. Olympias. These guys rarely show up to commercial gym, but when they do, all hell breaks loose. People are recording, trying to get photos, autographs, all sorts of stuff, and this is the reason why they don't go to commercial gyms. These guys will be in a group like the high school kids, except every person there has a sole purpose. There'll be a coach, a videographer, because most likely that's the advertising guy, and then the guy's training partner to help them with reps, and every single lift is something out of a fairy tale. You'll see some crazy feats of strength just like the powerlifter, except on a bodybuilder frame. Despite looking insane and super intimidating, these guys are some of the nicest people you'll meet because they worked hard and understand everyone is in there just trying to be the best version of themselves. So feel free to say hi and ask a question or something. Just make sure to do it after their workout, please. Use your brain on this one. But guys, I hope you liked the video. I do plan on making more of these, but I want to knock the main ones out first because there's more niche ones that do exist. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment for the algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.